How to relieve the burden of aging? How to stay younger for longer? This is two questions that each of us asks at least sometimes. Lucia Amoruso, Hernán Hernández, and Agustín Ibáñez from the Latin American Brain Health Institute know the answer. Recently, they published a paper in Nature Aging, which is titled Multilingualism Protects Against Accelerated Aging in Cross-Sectional and Longitudinal Analysis of 27 European countries. So the researchers basically developed an innovative framework. It is called Biobehavioral Aging Clock. This is a model which allows to compare the actual behavior of people with the behavior which corresponds to the healthy aging or to accelerated aging. And they conducted this investigation in 27 European countries, and more than 86,000 people participated in this investigation. And the results were very striking, I would say, because the study found that individuals from countries where people commonly speak at least one additional language were over 2 times less likely to experience accelerated aging. These effects remain significant even after adjusting for linguistic, social, physical, and socio-political factors. And I would like to draw your attention to this result. It means that if we create conditions for them to learn at least one additional language, we will help them to stay younger. And lead author Dr. Lucia Amoruso added, the protective effect was cumulative. The more language people spoke, the greater their protection against aging-related decline. Learning language is fun and is actually useful. Also, I was quite surprised to find in this paper that the female gender was also a factor associated with accelerated brain aging. And I was surprised because I know from the biology that the female brain is actually equipped much better than the male's brain to stay younger for longer. And it happens because of the number of microglial cells and just better neuroprotection. It unfortunately changes dramatically as soon as the female enters her menopause, but until this time, cognitive functions usually are much better in aging females than in aging males, and also biomarkers that related to neurodegeneration and dementia also stay much lower for females than in males. And I asked one of the authors of this research, Agustín Ibáñez, specifically why in this investigation the female gender worked as a negative factor, and he explained me that it happened because in their model this gender factor included both biological and socio-economical features. And it means that since females encounter much more injustice and inequality in the fields of social rights and just economical state, they unfortunately start to age faster because they simply experience much more stress and can't afford expensive treatment, for example, if they encounter some health problems, which again contributes to accelerated aging. And for me, it was a huge surprise. In other words, it means that socio-economical injustice that females have to deal with prevails actually the biological advantages that females have to stay younger for longer. And this is another point of this video. Please, if we want to have healthy and happy population on our planet, please, let's try to make lives of females better. and let's start to fight inequality and injustice that females unfortunately experience each day. Thank you for your attention.